It's another Thailand tango as Motorsport Asia heads back to Chang International Circuit for round 4 of the 2018 TCR Asia season. As always, the Liqui Ensler team are the team to beat, having won all 3 rounds so far. But the Thais are on home soil and are out to impress their loyal fans. Round 3 of Buriram was packed with close racing and drama. Round 4 looks set to be just as close. We head for another tin top clash at Chang. Quick look back at the highlights of round 3 from Chang International Circuit, and a great start from Hong Kong driver Lo Ziho for Maximum Racing, scything his way through the pack. So too was Jakarafan Darby up to 2nd place at the start. Lo on the move early on, and as Luca Ensler got a massive lead from the start. Big mistake by Jakarafan Darby of the Alpha Factory Racing team by Pulsar. That was one of 2 mistakes. Here's the second. That would drop him down to 8th position at the start of this one. Meanwhile, Diego Moran, the Ecuadorian for Liqui Team Ensler, battling hard, trying to chase down his teammate, who was also in pursuit of car number 3. That's Alex Liu of Macau, just ahead of him. Mitchell Chair just ahead of him, and Moran through on Liu early on and then in pursuit of his teammate. But meanwhile, Luca Ensler was up the road, a long way up the road, as everybody battling and jostling for position. Good battle here between these two, the number 28 of Lo Ziho going through on the inside of car number 15. That's Chiraya Noya, the Thai champion of TCR. Franz Ensler watching his son, the 18-year-old, doing a brilliant job. Che locking up, Moran going through, but only for a while. Great undertake by the number 29 to get back into 2nd place, and this battle would go on throughout the race behind Luca Ensler. And so too was this battle between the number 3 of Alex Liu of the Elegant Racing team and the number 28 of Lo Ziho from Maximum Racing. In the end though, Luca Ensler gets a puncture. He was 8 seconds ahead, and it all came to naught with a puncture. That allowed his 2 teammates to dive off into the distance. Bitter disappointment for his father, as in comes Luca Ensler. No points in this one, but his teammate, Mitchell Che, would take the checkered flag ahead of Diego Moran, who pushed him all the way. But a great result, and that's back-to-back victories for the young 20-year-old Malaysian. And that win extends his lead to 25 points now over the chasing pack after 3 rounds.
It was a very good fight, and I know that we are both like around roughly the same pace, so I have to keep my tires properly and not scrub it too hard. So I think towards the end, we were both quite with no tires left. So it was a good fight, and I just keep myself calm and continue until I see the checker flag. Yeah.
Started in P8 and managed to get a good start. And by the time I was in turn 1, I think I was like, I caught about 2 or 3 cars. But then I was struggling with the tire temperature, so the first couple laps was a bit slippery. Then I managed to actually sort of get into a rhythm, and it was good. But towards the end, I had a spin, and well, I still managed to catch up with back markers. So yeah, P3 in Cup is good, I guess.
But very hard today also, very hard to follow. After the 10 laps, the brake also have a problem. So I have to keep the car good condition to finish the racing.
The race is start is good. But maybe feel like the brake have some problem, maybe the very low. So I keep the car, the finish this way. But this rig is very good. I thank you, my engineer and mechanic. Thank you.
So look at the championship after 3 rounds. Sees Mitchell Che Min Jai of Malaysia with 75 points, 25 ahead of his teammate Luca Ensler of Germany, who is equal now with Lo Ziho of Hong Kong, also on 50 points. Diego Moran moves up to 4th place, the Ecuadorian on 33, and Alex Liu just behind him, the Macau driver. So let's head now to TCR Asia round 4. And a look down the grid. Sees Clement Tong of Maximum Racing on pole position. Reverse grid, remember. So Wong Kian Kon of Macau, who was the winner in the Cup competition for Elegant Racing, starts alongside him. Then Douglas Koo, another Malaysia for Viper Nisa Racing. Probably one of the most experienced TCR Asia competitors. And Vong Prai of Thailand, the Vatana Motorsport entry. And Chiria Noya, the Billionaire Boy Racing team, gives us a wave. Former champion of Thailand. Then Mitchell Che gets good luck from France. Ensler, good sportsmanship there. As of course his son is his biggest opponent, but so too is Diego Moran, moving up the board for Team Ensler, the 3rd member of this triumvirate, trying to defend their title. Luca Ensler, the youngest member, at just 18, but already proving in his first season in Asia, very competitive. Les Lo Ziho of Hong Kong for Maximum Racing. He's going to have some work to do as we head down to the 1-minute mark and get ready to go racing for round 4. Team manager Kurt Tremmel watching on as we get the green flag to go for round 4. Away they go then. Not a good start from Wong Kian Kun of Macau. Great start from Luca Ensler. The young German is siding his way through the pack as they head towards the first corner for the first time. And it's going to be Douglas Koo from the 2nd row who leads them through in the green and black, number 65. There he is. Good clean start as they all file down the long, long straight here at Chang International Circuit, led by Douglas Koo. Good start from Darby in the yellow and black as well. He's up to, what, 3rd as they head into this right-hander. Vong Prai there too. Just ahead of him, we go on board with Mitchell Che, and he's got some traffic. Gets bulked there and goes slightly wide. And in fact, it was the poleman, Clement Tong, for Maximum Racing, just bulking him there. Through goes Diego Moran in the thick of it, midfield. But Douglas Koo, rather unusually, leads a TCR race, the Malaysian. Question is, how long can he make it last? Darby going wide there as we go on board with Mitchell Che. Starting to make a move on the number 5, Clement Tong. He's on the inside of him. Natanid, the only female driver, is next. And he's past her, is he? Yes. Changes through the gearbox. And it's not easy to overtake on the infield, but that's a good job by the 20-year-old Malaysian, the championship leader, trying to get as many points and get up to the front as quickly as possible. But so too is his teammate, or both teammates in fact. Diego Moran just bulked there as we go on board with Luca Ensler. He's in the same position, trying to get through this field. He's faster. Look at Douglas Koo, sadly going backwards already. And Douglas now in what, 4th place, 5th place possibly as they come towards the last turn. And it is going to be Darby in 2nd place. Moran dives through in 3rd ahead of Vong Prai. Luca Ensler comes alongside Douglas Koo. Can he get past on the inside? Down the straight they come, and his teammates there too. Look at this. Mitchell Che just ahead on the, he's going to get hung out to dry on the outside. Oh, Luca Ensler, superb racing on the inside, but his teammate's still there. Well, somehow Che hung on there, and he stayed ahead of Luca Ensler. So, what a battle. Now taking up the front is the Thai champion Noya, Chariat Noya, and meanwhile, Dave and Moran. And Moran locks up for a moment there, battling for 3rd place. So it's Chariat Noya, Jack Van Darby, Diego Moran, Vong Prai, Alex Liu of Macau. And you can see it for yourself. Luca Ensler still in the top 10, but trying to get through. And Diego Moran, well, I was about to say he's holding on to 2nd place, but look at this, side by side as Moran goes very wide, holds on to it, keeps his foot in. Good driving by the Ecuadorian, but Jackra Van Darby's not giving up on the inside in the yellow and black. It's side by side stuff here. and Darby, the Malaysian from the Pulsar team, the Alpha Factory Racing team by Pulsar, is holding his own. Meanwhile, Vong Prai trying to get in on the action, and he's gone through. Nicely done by the Malaysian. And Patanapol Vong Prai of Vatana Motorsport goes up to third place and back with Mitchell Chairs. He tries to take on the Macau driver, Alex Liu. And this is the tricky place to overtake, but he's already proved he can do it. And coming towards the end of this lap, wants to try and outbrake him if he can. Textbook stuff by the Malaysian, and through he goes on the Macau driver. So another lap completed. And Diego Moran still there, fighting it with Patanapol, Vong Prai. And now we go back with Luca Ensler, who's all over the back of Alex Liu, who bounces over the curb, makes a mistake, goes wide. This is going to play into the hands of Ensler as they go down the back straight. Ensler flat out. Next it's the right-hander under braking at the end of this straight, so he should have the better line, should Ensler. And I love these reverse grid races because they always throw up good racing when the faster men have to decide their way through and show their racecraft, but also be patient because it's so easy as in comes the 28. Hong Kong driver Lo Ziho, he was right at the back and clearly some sort of mechanical problem because that is not where he should be. And this field's starting to spread out now, but watch for Moran, watch for Luca Ensler and Mitchell Cheer. And there you see Cheer just ahead of Ensler there. And sure enough, they're changing the tyres on Ho's car. Not quite sure why he's in. He may have had a slow puncture, of course. That was the problem for Luca Ensler last time out. And Jakrafan Darby in real trouble now. He's got both the VWs behind him. He's in the Seat. Through goes Mitchell Chair, and Ensler's going to try and follow him through if he can as they come onto the main straight again. Jakrafan will come to the inside to try and hold his position now. Chair got through, and now Ensler's looking for a way past as well. Vong Prai is Chair's next victim. So we go back on board with Ensler. Ensler trying to get past Darby, and there you see him in the number 33, the Pulsar cars. They go down the back straight. This is where Ensler's strong. Lees is braking to as late as he possibly can, going into this right-hander. Perfect, absolutely perfect by Luca Ensler. And their racecraft for such young drivers is excellent. Luca Ensler, just 18 years of age, but of course, the son of a multiple Asian champion, France Ensler, and a fantastically successful Team Ensler team, worldwide, world touring cars, Asian touring cars, TCR, you name it, they've done it. And now it's the younger version in Luca. But don't count out Diego Moran. He was third overall last year in the championship. And while he's raced extensively in Ecuador, really enjoying his time in Asia. Vong Prai under pressure from Mitchell Chair. Chair pulls it off at the last corner. Or does he? Goes wide. And he did everything right, but now look, he's gone on the gravel. He's lost out of Vong Prai again, and in fact, he's lost out to his teammate, Luca Ensler, as well. So big mistake there by Mitchell Chair. His last overtake at that exact spot was brilliant, but now just overcooking it slightly. And that's where it can lead to a mistake that puts you in the gravel, and of course, you're then just in full wheel spin. So Moran holding off at the moment. Vong Prai now under pressure from Ensler. Ensler looks to the inside. Vong Prai goes wide. Too high perhaps, and that's going to play into the hands of Luca Ensler. It's Thailand versus Germany. There's Moran. Through goes Neuer. And Ensler's got by him. Whoa! Well, he can do rallycross if he wants. That's great stuff by Mitchell. Kept his foot in. Nicely done by the Sepang development driver who won a competition here, coached and mentored by Alex Young. I would have thought Alex would be proud of that move. But his first season as Alex Liu in the number 3, the Macau driver for Elegant Racing, is in the pit. He too, just like Ho, is going nowhere, sadly. So the field starting to dissipate a little. We get back to the action of Diego Moran leading Chia, then Luca Ensler. Vong Prai still in the hunt in 4th position. Then Mitchell Chair up to 5th. There's Ensler. And he's already got up on the number 15. That's Charia. So Ensler up to second place now and going in pursuit of his teammate Moran. There's Moran in the orange and white, and here comes Luca Ensler. There's certainly time for Ensler to catch him. But as you can see, Charia Nuya not giving up just yet. He's staying right there with the number 8. Che is just behind them, and he has got by Bong Prai, but goes very wide again. Not quite as sideways this time on the infield, but nicely done. Still a lot of racing left from round 4 of TCR Asia, combined with TCR Thailand. Remember, there's a mini-series for the 2 races in Thailand and the 1 previous in Sepang. So the Thai drivers very much up for that. There's also the Cup competition, where Macau driver Wong Kiang Kuan of Elegant Racing winning the last round here in Thailand. And everybody's got the stopwatch on this one as the faster men coming to the fore. And Mitchell Che now putting a challenge in on the Thai champ, Charia Nuya. And Nuya can do nothing to hold off the number 29. Nicely done by Mitchell. Just leans on the inside and nice and clean though. Good driving, good racecraft by the youngster. And he makes up another spot. So it's kind of normal service resumed as the Ensler boys now battle it out at the front for the race win of round 4 and potentially the championship lead. It's led at the moment by this man, number 29, Mitchell Che. Back-to-back wins, one in Sepang in round 2 and then here in round 3 when Luca Ensler had a puncture of all things, having led by some 7 seconds in round 3. So Ensler, I'm sure, just desperate for a decent result out of this one. And there he is, catching very much Diego Moran. Let's have a look at the gap. It's 1.6 seconds, and there's a lot of racing still to come from this. Moran leads Ensler, Che third. So the Ensler boys, 1, 2, and 3. And now it's a case of who's going to beat who, and who's going to lead the championship going to the next round, which is also here in Thailand, on the streets of Bang Sian, and that's always a great spectacle as Luca Ensler all over the back of Moran. And this is his view as they come to the last corner. And Ensler trying to get good drive here, and he does. Slightly wide there by Moran. But I don't think Ensler's close enough to make a lunge into turn 1. He might just tuck himself up down the back straight and try and slingshot himself up the inside of the Ecuadorian. But as you can see, Diego smartly moves to the inside to block that immediately, just in case. And I would suggest that Diego Moran is going to put up an almighty fight here for the win. He's yet to win this season, and he's had 1 DNF in Sepang. There's a lock up there from Luca Ensler. He's pushing, he's trying. And I suppose for Diego, his biggest fear now is to get up on traffic in the closing stages, and that will slow things down and give Luca the best opportunity. There they go, and look at him flashing the lights. Luca Ensler using that age-old intimidation tactic, which I don't think will work on the wise head of Luca Moran, though he won't like it much. Meanwhile, just behind there, Mitchell Che, still under pressure from Nuya. And the Thai driver determined to try and get on the podium himself. This is the battle for the final podium spot, and the Happy Fish man is looking to try to get past the number 29, and he really is putting big pressure on the 20-year-old Malaysian. And Bong Prai, also of Thailand, just behind him. So I would have thought he's in a waiting mode just in case either of these two make a mistake in the dying stages. Good racing throughout the weekend, and Nuya makes an attempt up the inside. Che keeps his foot in. Bong Prai's there too. 3-way battle for position and 3rd overall. But it's Nuya who's got through, and Bong Prai now coming almost side by side. Now he gets on the inside. Will he go through? And he does. So we've got a real Thai battle on here. And Mitchell Che really losing out there as they go onto the main straight again. And Bong Prai trying to get on level terms with Nuya now, but also trying to defend himself from the man he's just overtaken. Bong Prai trying to fly the flag for the Honda Civics. And down the back straight they go. We're on board with Mitchell. It's not close enough at all to make a move here. Now the question is, how will this Honda battle go? between these two as Neuer locks it up. Charia Neuer, the billionaire boy racing team. So 2 Honda Civics battling it out for third place overall. Meanwhile, the 2 VW TCR cars of Ensler Motorsport at the front in their own battle. Into the left-hander, Vong Prai winding himself up. He got good drive out of there, maybe a little too much, yes, and he's locked up because he almost hit the back of Neuer there, and the Vatana car goes very wide. Number 59 tie of Paterapol Vong Prai. Well, as they cross the line again, Darby just behind them. Ooh, well, that's one of the Ensler cars coming in, and that's Mitchell Chair, I think. Yes, it is. Mitchell Chair is in the pits, and this isn't scheduled at all. A disaster for the Ensler man, and you can see the engineer not in any rush to get him back out again. Something's wrong, and that leaves the two of them. Mitchell Chair, championship leader, is now letting Diego Moran and Luca Ensler battle it out for honours here in round 4. They're going to change the tyres anyway. Luca Ensler now senses the chance to win. Diego Moran, yet to win a race this season, is out for the win, but Ensler all over him, and he's going to pressure him all the way to the flag, I'm sure. And this is going to be a real barnstormer. Luca Ensler, though, has got to be careful with his closest rival Mitchell in the pits, or at least not in contention. He doesn't need to make a mistake now. And Diego Moran, third overall in the championship at the moment, with a great chance to catch some points up, especially on Mitchell. And leading into the Bangsan race here in Thailand, that's the next round. Rounds 5 and 6 will be held there. We're also going to Korea this year, and of course, it all rounds out in Shanghai. So an interesting season of very different tracks. Really looking forward to going to Korea for the first time, a national TCR championship. And away they go, across the line. Now to start the last lap. And this is going to be an interesting run for Luca Ensler. Moran doing everything he can to hold off the young German down the back straight. And now Mitchell Chair is back on track, and both his teammates go past. So they're trying to rectify whatever the problem was, but of course he's out of contention. And it's Moran, Ensler, Charia Neuer of Thailand in third. He's going to be the first of the Thai drivers. And time running out for Luca Ensler. He's trying to put as much pressure on the infield as he can on Diego Moran, but so far, a little lock up there, but so far, Diego Moran has held on and held off the pressure of the young German. One corner to go then. All about this last corner. Surely Ensler not close enough. Moran tries to defend. He thinks about it, Ensler now goes wide and very, very late on the brakes. In fact, too late. They've got very wide indeed. Moran just about holds on and takes the checkered flag. And Diego Moran of Ecuador wins here in Thailand. And you can see he's punching the air as Charia Neuer just locks up there. Darby goes through in fifth. Vong Prai is going to be fourth, but it's Neuer who takes the podium in third place. An entertaining round 4, plenty of action. The confirmation, it's Diego Moran with the win ahead of his teammate Luca Ensler. Charia Neuer in third place. Paterapol Vong Prai in fourth place. Jakrafan Darby is in fifth. And then Natanid Lee Watara Baragul, the only female in the race, in sixth place. Wong Kian Kun, the fastest of the cut men, in seventh place for Macau. So, win on the board then for the Ecuadorian racer. Now in Asia, Diego Moran. Let's head down to the press conference and hear from him.
And yeah, I think it was good. I'm happy because Luca is very young, but he's very experienced driver. He's very good driver, so I'm happy that I managed to beat him this time.
Yeah, in this race there was, for me, no chance to beat him. He did a very good job, and I guess in the end this is a very good result for the team, finishing P1 and 2. And also there from my side, a big thank you to them.
Today is a very happy my race. I can get a good position. I have thank you my team to set up the cars very good for me.
And that's an understatement. Wong with 2 wins here in Thailand for the cup competition will give him a very strong lead going to the next round. So then, 83 points now. Mitchell Chair leads the way ahead of Luca Ensler on 68. Diego Moran moving to 58, so just 10 points behind. And then Lo Ziho, 4th place, but only 2 points behind Diego Moran. So we really do have a great championship building here for 2018 in TCR Asia. That finishes our coverage from the Chang International Circuit. Next, it's Bang San and the street circuit here in Thailand, where we do it all again for rounds 5 and 6. Until then, from me, Jonathan Green, goodbye for now.